Okay. I just wanted to say a few things about this particular story. Aaron Hernendez was found guilty of murder one and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. And he was the former tight end of the New England Patriots. Now, the New England Patriots is not having a good time in recent years, as Aaron Hernendez was found guilty of murder one, and they're going to try him on a separate case that happened a while back before he was convicted of murdering Odin Lloyd. They have just found him guilty of murdering Odin Lloyd, and his fiance and his mother was just sitting there crying. Because they're housing him in jail. I mean, like, why are you crying? I mean, why the fuck you crying, man? Your son wasn't crying when he shot this dude. When he was shooting at this innocent person, now would he? He wasn't crying when he shot Odin Lloyd. I mean, he wasn't. And you weren't crying for him then. Why are you crying for him now? What, is it because he's a meal? Is it because he's some sort of meal ticket or something? I mean, Aaron Hernandez is a thug. He's shooting at people. He attacking people. For nothing. And all the stuff that those thugs are shooting people for, like on the street. He on my block. He disrespected me. He did this. He did that. Yet they just found you guilty of murder one. And yet they're housing you in jail. Well, here we go again. Here we go again. The next person in the next NFL star since O.J. Simpson spending the rest of his natural life locked up for the Corrections Corporation of America to make money off of. we have yet there another slave that's going to be on the plantation for the rest of his natural life. Now, why he did that, I don't know. Well, I mean, why did Mr. Hernandez did that? I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something about where he's from. Matt, I mean, what he actually committed was a crime called first-degree murder. Now, some people call this murder one. Some people call that murder. Some people call that murk. All that other stuff. All the fancy names. But the crime that occurred here is first-degree murder. And it either carries death penalty in some states. It can either carry the death penalty in some states, life in prison in others, or it could either or in many jurisdictions. Now, in Massachusetts, murder one carries the mandatory life sentence. Life sentence. Murder one carries a mandatory sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole. At least in Massachusetts. And it carries the death penalty. It could carry the death penalty even after the fact, but yeah, it could carry the death penalty in some states that have the death penalty, like Texas, for example. Texas is only one of the few states that do the death penalty. They carry the death penalty in England. Now, in Japan, they do carry the death penalty, but the death penalty is somewhat regulated. Mainly because of the bureaucracy that goes on over there. Well, anyway, before I wrap this up, I don't know what the hell's going on, but you're one of the Aaron Hernandez, you're one of the main reasons why violence is becoming all too commonplace in professional sports. And your friends and your former teammates are not going to be there with you when you be there with you in the facility you're in now, or ADX Florence if they decide to transfer you there if you get violent. They're not going to be in there with you when you drop the soap. None of that stuff, man. Have fun with that, sir. Anyway, I'm signing out.